Welcome back, everybody. As you can see the name of the title in the video, how much a delivery drivers should get per offer. But before we get to that, I want to give you guys an example. Now, this started last week, but before that, you can go to the UPS store, make a copy. Either you bring in your own document or you have a PDF on your phone that you send it through the email, and they'll just get it from the email and make a copy for it. It was the same price. And it will be 30 cents for the UPS store if it's black and white, or 70 cents if it's color. So far, so good. Now, last week they changed that. Anything you do at the UPS store, as far as you want to get a copy of a fax, or let's say you want to make a copy of a document, it's still the same price if you have the original documents in your hand and all you need is to make a copy. But if you're going to use the email service, like you did before, the new scheme, okay, they call that a full service now. Anything you send through the UPS store through email, and also to any other copy and fax business, you send your documents through email. They call in that full service. So if before it was 30 cents for a copy, that regardless if it was you bring in your own document or email, now if they call it full service, if it's through the email, they'll charge you $3.50 for one copy. You get that? Was that clear enough? Now, I thought by the year 3000, we'll be paying $3.50 per copy. Up to that year. I never thought in 2025, we're going to be paying $3.50 for one copy. A paper copy and black and white. So with that in mind, and including the outrageous prices that you got to pay for everything else, just like in my past videos, I'll talk about automotive service. They charge you up to $200 an hour, and they do a half-assed job on your car as well. How much a delivery driver in this state, in this market, should be getting as a minimum per offer? When everybody has the green light, inflate the prices like crazy like that, how are you going to pay for everything when they're sending you $2 and $3 and $4 total payouts, including tip and base pay, $2 and $3 and $4 and $5? What are you going to pay with that? You're going to pay shit. Plain as that. So the minimum we should be getting, not all the delivery drivers, because every state is different. Could be cheaper. I don't know how it is in Cincinnati. It might be cheaper in Kentucky. I don't know. Tennessee, Ohio, Kansas. I don't live there. But from what I'm telling you guys, if you're in a similar market like my market, like it is here, how much should you be getting as a minimum per offer? If you ask me, you should be getting at least, the minimum should be $10 per offer as a minimum. And we're going to have people like Roy say, why is that? From what I just said from the beginning of the video. That's why. In order for you to pay for goods and services, you need to make this much. Just like how much it was the services before. We weren't getting paid as much, but it wasn't as much for the goods and services. So it was an equal and even ground between the two. Okay? Now it's one extreme to the other. And that was done by design, and that was done on purpose, and it was done on greed. And it's done out of ignorance as well. You tell me, here we are in 2025, I got to pay $3.50 to make a copy at UPS because I use the email service. And they call in that a full service. It wasn't called nothing before. a week ago. Now it's called a full service. So everybody can raise the prices except for the delivery drivers. Why is that? What, do we come from another planet or another world or another part of the galaxy? Or even a different country? No. American people born and raised here. That applies to a lot of work out there that you do. Why not in the gig economy? And that's a minimum. $10 is a minimum, especially with the gas prices that we have here. And Mr. Roy is like, oh, we know always in the summertime they raise gas prices. The gas prices are still high. We're in October. We're in October. Summer is over. But he always, Mr. Roy always has an excuse to create more argument by counter other people's arguments. And it's not getting anywhere. It's a dead end. And I believe that should be the minimum for a delivery order, or per offer, let's say. $10 minimum. Because Dino said so, that's why. When there's no common sense and logic to figure why that is, then Dino said so. And that's the bottom line. There should be no why when I'm telling you in my market the prices that's going on that have inflated everything, skyrocket everything. And then people got the nerve to ask why. Because I said so. Because if you don't have any common sense and logic, then Dino said so. And that's that. Agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. This is outrageous. This is outrageous what's going on with the copy and fax businesses. It's outrageous. And so with everything else. Medical and automotive and utilities, you name it. Just like this lady from New Jersey. They were not even living in the house. The only thing they had running was the central air was the only thing that was running in the house. They were not living there, and they had it set at 80 degrees. And their electrical bill was $980-something a month.
New Jersey is such a scam, and it is pushing people out of their homes, and it is so irritating. Not only are the home prices skyrocketing, taxes are unbearable, but now they whack you with these incredible, unrealistic electric bill costs, and we're going to talk about it. I just got our electric bill from Atlantic City Electric. That is who is our electric company, and it was $985. That's not the best part. The best part is we moved out of our house August 4th. So we didn't even live there. We still own the home, but we've moved out because we're anticipating a closing. So we don't even live in that house. The air has been on set to 80. There's nothing plugged in. There's no Comcast. There is no Wi-Fi. There is literally nothing plugged in, but our bill still says $985.
You want to talk about outrageous what's going on out there in this country right now. The ignorance and stupidity that's going on. So, agree or disagree? The comments are down there. Let me know, and I'll catch you guys later.